Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy M.K.S back with part 2 of this video with this list. Hope everyone's well. I hope I learned to speak properly. I hope everyone's well. Obviously I'm a creature of habit, so I wanted to finish this series of videos about my lists or plans. I hope people out there will enjoy it as much as possible, and hope they enjoyed part 1 and will enjoy part 3. Anyway, so I just had a bit to eat and all that, so sorry for the trivial info, but I was a bit hungry. So anywho, I didn't think through my ideas quite as well as I'd like, but not sure what else to say for the intro. But as I say, hope everyone's having a good time and doing well. Blessings and all that. So I'm going to try and get on with this list. So hopefully it'll go as well as possible. So number 11, I hope to look at some stereotypes of Asia or Asians and look at how true those stereotypes are in the future, and I suppose it's a plan for the future and challenging some of the stereotypes. I suppose I'm probably quite guilty of believing in many of them myself. So anyway, but that's another plan which I hope to do for the future. And I've now talked about how I have these patterns and things like that. So on Saturdays I like to do things that begin with S. That's why I talk about startups and SMEs and supporting startups and SMEs across Asia and places like that. And also basically stuff that begins with S, but also like things like ethics, morals, principles, values, things to stand for, and things like that, and things I'd change about the world. Possibly talk about what I would change if I was Prime Minister of the universe or President of the universe. But anyway, other than me being silly. Number 12, I hope to hear from or read about success stories from Asia, and also a successful dyslexics, and share those videos about successful dyslexics with people from Asia, both on Facebook and YouTube and wherever else. And also in the future, hopefully I'll read about famous people who are famous or successful dyslexics in Asia itself, and success stories from Asia itself and Africa as well. Number 13, I hope to possibly talk about some of my fears or negative thoughts or negative things, or maybe some of the problems I have, and some of my weaknesses, like being shallow or stuff like shallow Shenton being my surname. Hopefully I won't embarrass my family too much, but yeah, talk about some of my weaknesses as well as my strengths. But like I say, about being shallow or things like that, and some of my fears, like about spiders or creepy crawlies or things like that, which I hope there are none here right now because I've seen some in this room, which is quite scary. But anyway, I was watching this thing about Arizona prison and how there's lots of spiders that bite people and all that in Arizona apparently. So it's probably one place I wouldn't want to go to, I guess. If you're from Arizona, please let me know any reason why someone would want to go there, or please let me know if I got it wrong about Arizona. But I've heard there's quite a few creepy spiders and scary stuff. So anywho, talking about some of my fears and that sort of thing. I always pick a negative for 13. So anyway, number 14, I hope to talk about dyslexic strengths such as problem solving, mainly problem solving, things like that, and also hear from other dyslexic people who work with dyslexic organisations. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to network with Made by Dyslexia, the Dyslexic Advantage, the Yale Centre for Dyslexia and Creativity, and other such organisations which work with or talk about the positive sides of dyslexia, and even my fellow dyslexics like Richard Branson or Charles Schwab, John Chambers, and people like that who have become financially successful. I'd love to be able to network with them in the future and talk about how they can mentor and help people in Asia, and talk about the problem solving and how to unleash the strengths of dyslexics, as well as people with ADHD and things like that, and what they can contribute to countries, nations like in Asia and Africa, and also Ireland and places like that. Number 15, again, I hope to talk about some of my goals and dreams, including for football or soccer, if you prefer to call it that, and how I'd love to market Italian football in America and elsewhere around the world. Again, especially in Asia and places like that. Number 16, I'd love to hear what sort of videos you would like me to cover, what sort of topics you would like me to cover in future videos as well, and how you think I can improve as ever. And I hope that'll get as many subscribers as possible, especially from, as I say, Africa and Asia, and Ireland and places like that, and from Italian fans and Celtic fans, so we can support each other's as we can support each other's projects as well, things like that. Number 17, I hope that I can write and talk more about more stories in the future as well, especially starting from June, obviously, because May's nearly finished with. So, and yeah, that sort of thing. And number 18, as I say, I hope to read about and hear about success stories from dyslexics in Asia and Africa, and hopefully in the future I can help as many dyslexics or people with ADHD to become successful in Africa and Asia, and they will be able to contribute to their economy, to their nation's economies, as well as be empowered themselves. Number 19, I hope to encourage companies like Microsoft to train up young people in Africa in software development, including or especially young girls, to become future leaders. So there'll be more Black African women in software development and leadership roles and things like that. And I know there are already organisations like Andela, but I think also training people from a younger age. And number 20, as ever, I hope I can come up with some new and interesting and innovative ideas in the future, and not possibly repeat too many. But I know it's like I'm a creature of habit a little bit, but I'd love to know what you think, and what do you think the best ways of me putting these things into practice are. And I know there's a bit of a dilemma, trying to discuss new ideas, but also trying to develop the ideas that how can we get more African women, Indigenous women into tech leadership roles. How can we actually put that into practice? So it's a balance between not wanting to be too repetitive, but at the same time wanting to work on that goal. And I think if I work on it more often, hopefully there's more chance of achieving success with such. So as ever, I'd love to know what you think, and any comments welcome. Peace and love.